Pup here with another brilliant idea. Let's go in here. I need something like that. Just fences concrete, hooks on a skid steer. They cost, come on camera, work with me. I don't know, $1,500 for the cheapest one you can get. You know, if they have a little door on them or something like that, maybe they're $2,000. I had this bucket that was given to me. It's been used for concrete already. If I cut it right here, cut it along here, fold that in, it'll go to about right here, and then take that and cut it up and make the little, oh, there's the picture again. Make the little chute that you can't see in the camera. Make the little chute that hangs out the front. I should be good. So let's try that. Okay, this is a pain in the butt. I busted all the, move the camera around a little. Busted all this concrete out of here because a torch doesn't work very good in concrete. So most of my cuts turned out pretty good. But when you have a massive amount of concrete, it just backfires and pops and parts and makes a big old mess. But that's starting to look like my plan. We'll pull this up because it opened a little. Start tack welding these two sides with some nasty burn through farmer rod on a, oh, the old stick welder. Okay, those are just sitting there, but it's starting to look kind of like the idea that I had here. That'll hold quite a fair amount of concrete. And if I continue my funnel out here into a spout right here about 10 inches wide, it'll hold concrete like that. I just tilt the skid steer and shake a little out. Yeah, this is gonna work. Well, in typical Pop J video fashion, I went and got fuel for the welder, fired it up, and burned all that back together. What a mess of big gaps, and yeah, it's ugly, but it doesn't matter. It's just got to hold concrete. So all that's welded back in. And I started making my little chute for here in the front. Lucky I have one of those. That makes things a little easier. But my plan was, let me grab one of these. To make my chute about the same size as a square shovel, so I can kind of use it over here. It might make more sense. So I can kind of use it as a stopper if I need. Okay, that just shut off for no apparent reason. But anywho, so I can use it. Oh, I probably said a word and made my, you know, like the halt word, and it made it shut off. Anywho, use that. These are probably still hot. Cut two of these. That'll be like my exit trough. Not super hot. Let's see if I can make this happen. That's gonna sit. Balance this on my knee. Kind of like so. And then I just gotta find the length over there. So that's what we're working on. And this is 1/8 inch. Which, plenty strong. You can carry concrete in a shovel. All the weight's going to be up inside that big thick stuff. This is just a funnel. Okay, got my little trough glued together. I don't know, watching welding is really boring. Anyway, I'm going to get that glued in right there, and then we'll start filling in the blanks for this funnel. Okay, hopefully I can show some of the struggles here. You see that? Yeah. See how nasty this old bucket is because of the uplifting of the metal from the rust. And so in order to get these gaps to work, I'm having to grind big chunks out and Yeah. Nothing is square. It's all old crap. Okay, I just cut this piece in half. All these pieces I have are 16 by 16. Yeah. That one came out pretty good. My hump and my gap. This one over here, I screwed up. So luckily I can weld a big gap, but that'll make my funnel. Everything's loud. Let me weld that up. See, welding's boring. I'll show you in a minute. I got a lot of that. Okay, I build lots of projects that I'm really proud of. This isn't one of them. It's just going to serve a purpose. So, this whole thing. So, a lot of the issue I'm having with working on this can be shown right here. That is how rusty and separated all this metal is. This whole bucket really should have just been thrown in the trash. That's why it was given to me. When I'm done with the video, I'll cut these weird chunks off so it's less dangerous. Throw a grinder on it. It used to have another piece up here. It held fertilizer for a long time before we ever used it for concrete, so it is just, I don't even know if you can see how gnarly the bubbles in here from separation. There's holes in the corner, but they're all going to fill up with concrete, so they don't really matter. While it's tipped back, that's going to hold concrete really well. I want to set the camera over here and dump the dirt out into that just to see if it works. Okay, that's just dry trash. So I'm betting wet concrete's gonna work just fine. So I'll, I don't know, try and get some pictures or maybe a little bit of video on the job site. Which, usually they don't like me video on job sites because I do a lot of government work, so. Anywho, thanks for watching. Hope this was fun. Have a gooder.